Hello and welcome YouTube. This is Heroes of the Storm. My name is Mr. Jerkbird and we're going to be playing Abathur today. I started playing this game maybe about 2 weeks ago and I'm hooked. I'm addicted. I'm already level 40 as you can see. I've got Mastery on one guy. I'm like level 8 and 7 on a bunch of others. Anyways, I broke down and spent money on this because I really wanted to play Abathur and I didn't want to wait for a free week. Also, who doesn't want the Pajama Thur skin? That being said, we're gonna focus on a build of sorts. Abathur is really good at split pushing and kind of forcing the enemy team to split their attention all over the map. There used to be a lot of like cheesy builds that you could do, like backdooring with locusts, but they nerfed the range on the siege locusts, so you actually can't do that anymore because the locusts don't. The range on the siege locusts is shorter than the range on towers and keeps and forts and etc. So they can't actually siege anything down. You can still kind of do it if you try, but you have to... Basically how it would work is you would teleport into their base, throw down a bunch of locusts, then teleport out, and then you would have to then symbiote onto your locusts to keep them alive for a little bit. Like I've tried it a few times, and you're able to backdoor keeps, but it takes like 2 or 3 teleports, so it's not too worth it. And also, while you're doing the whole teleporting business, you're not focusing anywhere else. I still think siege locusts are really strong and definitely tear through buildings and structures, but instead of doing the backdoor, I think I'm going to be going... Sorry about the loud noises with my chair, it's pretty squeaky. Instead of backdooring with Abathur, I like to do the front door with the Abathur, if you know what I mean. I still think I have mixed feelings about siege locusts, and it's at level 13. Yeah, you get Assault Strain or Bombard Strain. The Bombard Strain's the siege, and the Assault is your locusts cleave, and they also blow up when they die. So they're good at pushing minion waves, but then once they get to the tower, they have to be in melee to do any damage. Whereas the Bombard Strain, the siege can... where's everybody going? Do I have to go bottom? Guess I have to go bottom. Awkward. Anyways, whatever. That's fine. Oh, I didn't even... I'm a super scrub. I didn't even dig to the correct spot there. We gotta keep you alive here. Don't die, Lily. Just gonna be focusing on this team fight best we can. Everyone's backing out as soon as I click on them. That is unfortunate timing for me. We do have an Illidan. What I was going to do with this build is do it sort of a split push with shields and healing. Why is there an Abathur right there? Why, Abathur, why? What are you doing? Abathur, I'm going to kill you if you stand there. Abathur, I'm killing you. Alright, yeah, don't do that. If you're playing Abathur, you gotta sit behind your walls, because you're super squishy. I don't know what that guy was doing in the middle of the lane. Looks like nobody is mid now, so I guess I'll go mid. Because there is nothing going on here. We gotta make sure we're soaking experience everywhere. So level 1, I took... what is this called? Regenerative Microbes. So anybody I put a symbiote on and then use my shield, my Carapace, they will then begin to regen health a little bit over time. And that's not too shiny and exciting by itself. But the way we're going to make this work... What do we got going on over here? We're going to get this working with the next couple of levels. It gets kind of ridiculous with how much pressure you can put on with just your shield and regenerative microbes. Sweet. Cool. Very nice. Stuff here. Don't die, Nova. I got you, babe. Okay, you're alright for now. It's alright if we trade temples 1 for 1. But Illidan is already, could tell he's going to be too manly and go into this fight. Actually got the kill anyways, so that's cool. No problem with that. I'm going to step off of him. This is kind of where it starts working. Increase the duration of the Carapace and allow it to persist. So like I can put the shield and then take off the symbiote, and you can see he still has the shield. That's what the sustained Carapace is. We're going to go on you, kill the Abathur top hat target first. That way there's only 1 person here instead of 1.5. And perfect. Now back to Zeratul. Oh no. Dang. Looks like Illidan is probably going to get ganked by the Zeratul in just a minute, but we might be able to take a few of the laser ammo out of here. Yeah, looks like Illidan's gonna... Illidan and Abathur combo is pretty ridiculous. Because Illidan's power spike comes later, but if he has an Abathur, he's safe enough to go in and be ham early. Oh man, I'm pretty exposed here. They don't have... well, I guess they have Zeratul. I was going to say they don't have stealth, so I don't have to worry too much, but I suppose they do. But yeah, the sustained Carapace is nice with the heal, because I can put the shield on him. He heals while I can go other places on the map. And pro tip as well, if you do this, you see it's... shoot. Let me show you here. So when you go here, the cooldown on Carapace is 12 seconds. But if you symbiote is 4 seconds, and every time you symbiote a target, you can Carapace immediately. So secretly, the Carapace is actually only like a 4 or 5 second cooldown. So networked Carapace, this is where it starts getting crazy. This is where I can split push. Basically, networked Carapace, if you shield a minion, all the minions around it get shielded. And because we have Regenerative Microbes, the shield stays and they all heal, so the minions by themselves will start pushing. So basically, like, I'm not going to be doing anything with these symbiotes. I'm just basically going to pop on a target, hit the shield, hit the W, and maybe 2 stabs, and then I'm gone. And just like that, we are pushing around the map. This could get scary if too much more happens here. Gets pretty crazy once you get big minion waves built up. But yeah, you really don't have to do anything. You just shield, call it good, peace out. And do the next lane. And you shield, shield, call it good, stab, stab, peace out. Go bottom. Go here, stab, stab, call it good. Top doesn't have a huge wave, but it's not bad, I guess. Stab, stab, call it good. Use some of these. This is a huge minion wave. This is where it gets scary. So as you can see, this entire minion wave has shield on it now. I'm going to double shield this one so that Nazebo has a bit of a hard time. Not too difficult, but you know, it's annoying to deal with. You can actually poke him down a bit. Illidan going nuts. Going nuts. There is a battle going on down here. Let's focus on the tank, because he's going to be right in front. Perfect. Now, nobody's up top, so we're going to do this. Bam, bam. Shield everything. Should have done the shield first, my bad. Let's focus down bottom, see who's getting low here. Looks like Lily's going to be the first one to back off, but we don't really want them to keep fighting that, so they should back out. So yeah, I actually meant to take the Monstrosity. That was kind of a misclick there. I just kind of panic-clicked it. I do like Ultimate Evolution as an ultimate better than the Evolved Monstrosity, but with this build, it's definitely much better to go, let's help this guy out, definitely much better to go with the Evolved Monstrosity if you're going to take the Minion Wave Shield, because it works on your Monstrosity and the minions. It won't do your Locust and the minions, but it will do the Monstrosity and the minions with the networked Carapace, that is. Chill out, dudes. I'm not actually helping you. I'm just doing my thing. Of course, now you're gonna do this. Let's go ahead and hop in on this guy. Flip over him, dash through him. I actually almost killed him. Oh, he's gonna kill him though. I'm not. Okay, so that was kind of a waste on the other Illidan's part there. That was unfortunate. So we're gonna throw in a couple bombs, the toxic nests there. I guess I haven't really gone over my abilities yet. So you get toxic nest and symbiote. Symbiote's what's putting a little, everyone calls it a top hat, where you basically, you assist the unit that you hop on. This could be bad. This is very bad. Put toxic nest there, I suppose. Yeah, that was unfortunate, everyone dying there in that team fight. Kill off the Abathur top hat and peace out. What are you assisting? Okay, that was on the temple. Those nests aren't going to do too much. I'm actually going to get kind of aggressive here. I want to move forward just to... gosh darn it. The only thing about like tunneling is you can't actually tunnel all the way if you don't have vision of the spot you want to tunnel to for the entire duration. So this is a big minion wave. The reason I moved up here is because I want my Locust to start spawning up here, as well as putting a bunch of focus up here. We've got people bottom, we've got people top, or people mid. So top is where we are not soaking experience, and we gotta do something about that. So here we are. Just throw in all my nests, push this as hard as I can. And bada bing bang boom, we're doing stuff. Like, this minion wave is large and in charge. Help out this Illidan here. Okay, I can peace out. Let him heal off that. Here is the Bombard Strain. This is where Power Spike 2, Power Spike number 1 is level 7 after you get the 3rd shield point. Power Spike 2 is level 16 after you get the spawn the Locusts. So right now, we do have the bombarding Locusts, so they're going to sit in the back and shoot these little siege missiles here, which is pretty nice. Once you get a lot of Locusts lined up, it starts getting pretty crazy. Need to help over here. Dang, just missed it by a second or two. Hit the Zeratul, not the Lily. Oh, he's dead. He's a dead one. He's a goner. Not getting out this time. A Nubarak. Basically, I'm just trying to do my combo. Oh no, dang it. I keep like just barely missing these people by like just a couple of seconds on the symbiote. So we got stuff going down there. I'm kind of worried about Zeratul just kind of sneaking up my butthole here. Someone is at the watchtower. It could be Zeratul, so I'm leaving. Yep, he's right there. Good timing. Good timing to piece the heck out of that one. Hey, buddy. Wanna not ruin my life? That'd be great. Help kill this guy. Bada bing bang boom, he's done. Oh, help save this guy maybe. Ah, dang. Gee, dang it. Ah, gosh. And also, if you try to symbiote a target right as they're dying, you don't actually, you get the full cooldown. It puts your symbiote on its full cooldown, and you don't actually get to utilize any of Abathur's abilities, so it's kind of like 4 seconds wasted. We want to hit Lily in this engagement, because ETC is not going to die on his own, and Lily is going to make sure that he will not die on his own. Now we want to be hitting Zeratul, but it looks like they are going to have trouble there and not make it out alive. Ultimate Evolution coming in over there. I'm going to peace out of here. No thank you, Zeratul. Guess it was the evolutioned Zeratul, not the real deal, which is fine. So we're trading temples here 1 for 1 again. I'm okay with that. really, since they have an Abathur and I am also playing Abathur, so Locust Brood, Lucas. I was just playing Smash Bros right before this. My roommate only plays Lucas, that's why I probably said that there. So put a few of those. I'm actually going to get super crazy. We're going way up here. Bam, bam, spawn Locusts. I'm actually going to recall out of this. This is terrifying positioning. And we're going to go bottom. Right after that, we go bot. Help a Nubarak here. I don't know why. Please don't go in on this. I hope having a top hat doesn't bait you into that, because I do not want you to go in there. Do some of those. I never did go over my abilities, did I? So Q, Symbiote, puts the top hat on. Once you're in the top hat, your Q is sort of this little line nuke. It's called Stab. You just kind of shoot these little pew-pew things, stab. Your W is AoE around you, just kind of spike bursts like that. And the E is the Carapace, is that shield that we're using to heal the minions and sort of split push that way. No, please don't. Okay, sweet. Got the combo off just enough. I'm actually going to shield this one again. Wow, he went right for that one. Just harass down this Zeratul. He's having a fun time pushing here. And we don't want him to, we want him to have a bad time. So, just keep jumping around the map, doing the things. This build is, it's not really much of a carry build, especially since we're kind of losing all of these fights. So don't expect to win a bunch. I don't know, it's definitely not a winner, but if your team plays smart and well, and is able to, like every time I look over to a team fight, we're getting murdered. So, and it's a bit unfortunate. Looks like he's gonna go for that. I'm actually going to spawn my Locust here. This is the front door business going on. I don't know if I'll actually be able to take out these siege golems on my own. It'll take some work, especially since those siege golems are doing AoE and just killed all my Locusts. These things are scary, and Abathur cannot deal with them very well. That would actually be a part where the, you know, now I'm starting to think that maybe the Cleave ones could be better for just that reason alone. Like, you're not going to be pushed up to towers very often if the team is doing what they should be. And, what is this guy doing? He's going nuts. And he's going to die for it, because he's going nuts. Man, that Illidan free week. Most unfortunate. Oh, shoot. See, I did it again there. That was rather unfortunate for me as well. I don't even know what's going on over here. It's just be annoying. Shield the one minion. Yeah, I mean, I am doing more work than their Abathur, which I guess props to me, but yeah, it's not quite enough, unfortunately. Another thing about this build is you're not going to see in your stats all the healing that you're doing to minions. I'm pretty sure it only shows you the healing that you do to actual, oh jeez. Yeah, this is not good. Sweet, got that. I'm gonna go up here, shield this wave, stab, stab, peace out. We're gonna swap onto Illidan here. I'm gonna be stunned in this as well, but we're gonna focus down the Nazebo. Not gonna get too much done, looks like. They popped our Illidan, and my Illidan fared about the same. Perhaps going a Nubarak there would have been the correct choice. Perhaps. Perhaps. Not too much I can do with this game, unfortunately. But I'd say it's a victory in and of myself. The thing about playing with an Abathur, everyone's like, oh, he's half a hero, and we're not going to win because we got an Abathur. That's not the case at all. Like, Abathur does a lot of work. As you can see, I had highest siege damage. Their Abathur actually did end up catching up to me in the end, but we'll take a look at his talents real quick, see how they compare. Because this build is not. It is about pushing, but it's not about siege damage. It's about getting the minions healthy and shielded, and then going to the next lane, doing it over and over and over again, and letting that all happen. So he did go spike burst range and decrease the cooldown. Yeah, this is the typical Abathur build. You go the 25% attack speed, extra damage on stab, symbiote. He went for the heal there. I feel like the heal is okay, but at that point I would rather take the stab charge, because you need Abathur to really like help turn the fight, not just heal per hero hit. Like that works if you're going on the tank, I guess, every time. But let's see, slows, movement speeds, that one's also good. And he went for Hive Mind, so the double symbiote, which is really strong in team fights, if you can't take down one of those targets right away. But yeah, at level 13, so you could go one of these strains there for pushing. I ended up doing the Bombard. He went for the heal here, but if you go for the extra charge on the symbiote stab, you can get 3 stabs off really fast, and then peace out, swap to someone else, etc., etc. It's just a lot more burst damage. Well, it's kind of burst. I mean, it's sort of over 3 attacks, but and then level 16, he went for the slow. You could do the movement speed instead. I almost always go Locust Brood, because it'll tear through lanes if you're not paying attention to it. But yeah, their Abathur was definitely all about the top hat. I was all about pushing the lanes. So you are able to do, like, Abathur will still split push. Almost no matter what build you do, he will always be able to split push, as long as you're just switching to the lanes and hitting the minions and doing things. So his build is able to do the actual full-on siege damage, whereas mine was just simply getting the waves pushing, shielding, and healing. Is there a way to match history? I can't look at it, I guess. I wanted to go back and look at the stats there, but he did barely catch up to me in siege damage in the end. But most of our siege damage was from the minion waves pushing. It wasn't even our own damage. So considering I was on par with him in siege damage, and then also had all of those unseen stats, I would say that was a victory over their Abathur, ever so slightly. And yeah, that's that. The other ability I didn't really go over was Toxic Nest. Every time you are not in symbiote form, you can put a little a toxic nest, basically a little bomb that grow. You put a little I don't know what you call it, a tumor or something, a little gross little blob on the ground, and that is visible and can be destroyed in 1 or 2 autos. But if it sits there for 3 seconds, 4 seconds, it says after a short time. It's kind of long. It's not short, but it's like 3 or 4 seconds. It'll turn into the Toxic Nest, where it then becomes invisible, and if anybody steps on it, it does damage to them. And there are upgrades for that to make it do more damage. I don't really like them personally. But yeah, then they last for 90 seconds, and they also reveal enemies. So they're really good for scouting. If you're up against Zeratools and Novas, you can kind of keep your lanes safe. So yeah, the only thing, like I said, I meant to go evolve Monstrosity there, so we would have had a lot more done, I think, if I had done that instead of the ultimate evolution. But aside from that, there's not too much to this hero. I mean, there's a lot to him. He's definitely not for the faint of heart, and not for those new to Heroes of the Storm. But he's super fun, and I'm probably going to keep playing him until I'm beyond level 10. Like, what is it? It's like Masters 10. Let's go Hero Collection Abathur. I've only got him at 8. I did Gazlowe was my first one that I went with. So 9 gets a Portrait Master. Yeah, 20 is full Master levels. I probably will play him until 20. Like, I have so much fun playing this hero. I feel like I'm playing StarCraft when I play him, just because you have to focus on the entire map, you have to be everywhere, and if you have a decent Illidan and you give him the attack speed boost at level 4, then it gets pretty ridiculous and you can kind of win every game. Unfortunately, Illidan free week makes life difficult, and they think that if they have a top hat they can go nuts, but just because you have one doesn't necessarily mean you can. Anyways, there's that. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, etc. I will be posting more and hopefully doing a much better job with much shinier builds. I'm pretty much just going to play Abathur nonstop, so there will be a lot of Abathur videos to come. Thank you all, and I'll see you again later. This has been Mr. Jerkbird. You all have a very fun and exciting and wonderful day. Peace out.